Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Today, we have got our WrestleMania 37 predictions. We've got both Night 1 and Night 2 in this video all together. And, yeah, let's start off with Night 1, though, which is not as good as Night 2. Night 2, by the way, has this match. Not this match. This match is on Night 1. Same for this one. But this match is on Night 2, and same as Fiend and Randy Orton. But yeah, let's start off with Night 1 of WrestleMania, and let's get our predictions. And I'm going to be doing this in the order that I think the matches will be as well. So yeah, let's get started. Alright, so starting off first with the match that I think is going to kick off WrestleMania, mainly because it's going to be the first entrance in front of crowds in over a year, which is definitely going to be Drew McIntyre, which is making me think that the first match will be Bobby Lashley, the WWE Champion, versus Drew McIntyre for the WWE Championship. And this match should definitely be a good match because, you know, this match happened at Backlash in like June, I think. Yeah, it happened in June. And it was a pretty good match. And Drew McIntyre did win, so that means he can beat Bobby Lashley. But that was before Bobby Lashley was this monster heel. But even though Bobby Lashley has been really dominant, I think the winner will be Drew McIntyre. They might have Bobby Lashley win and then have Drew McIntyre try to shake his hand or something. I don't know, but I think Drew McIntyre will win, maybe from help from the Hurt Business, but at the same time, then it makes Drew look like he can't beat Bobby on his own. Yeah, I'm thinking Drew McIntyre will beat Bobby Lashley just on his own. That's what I think is going to happen. Drew McIntyre defeats Bobby Lashley. And then after that, we've got the Raw Tag Team Championship match between The New Day and AJ Styles and Omos. And this is Omos' first match, which makes me think that they are going to beat The New Day. Because there's no way they have Omos, whatever you want to call him. I'm going to call him Omos, alright? Whatever, they're not going to have Omos' first match be a loss to The New Day. So that makes me think that AJ Styles and Omos will win. The only way The New Day could win is if they pin AJ instead of Omos. But I think that'd be stupid, so my prediction is AJ Styles and Omos win the Raw Tag Team Championships from The New Day. And then after that, we've got Seth Rollins. Seth Drippin' Rollins. Seth Rollins always comes to SmackDown with the drip versus Cesaro. And finally, Cesaro is getting his WrestleMania one-on-one match. And finally, Cesaro is getting his WrestleMania win. That's right, my prediction is Cesaro to beat Seth Rollins. You know, there's going to be a couple times where Seth Rollins hits a curb stomp. We're going to think that Cesaro's going to lose, and then he kicks out, and Cesaro, I think, will end up being the winner. Cesaro will win this match. Whew. And hopefully he'll get like a push against Roman Reigns or Edge or Daniel Bryan after WrestleMania for the Universal Championship or the WWE Championship. Cesaro versus Drew McIntyre, that could be a really good storyline. Then after that, we've got the tag team turmoil between Lana and Naomi versus Mandy Rose and Dana Brooke versus the Riot Squad versus Natalya and Tamina and maybe Carmella and Billie Kay. They might be added on SmackDown. But as of right now, on Thursday, they're not in the match yet, so I'm not counting them. But doesn't matter anyway because my prediction is Naomi and Lana win this match. This match is not important at all. The person I would like to win is Liv Morgan and Ruby Riott because they're the only real team. But it's kind of predictable. It's Lana and Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler. They're obviously going to win. Naomi. The only reason Naomi's in this match is because Lana needed a tag team partner. Sadly. But yeah, my prediction is Lana and Naomi win the match. And by the way, excuse the fact that she has one hand. Just ignore it, alright? But yeah, my prediction is that Lana and Naomi will win and then go on to Night 2 to face Shayna Baszler and Nia Jax for the Women's Tag Team Championships. Then after that, we've got Braun Strowman versus Shane McMahon in a steel cage match. And there's two ways this match can end. It could either be Braun Strowman has Shane McMahon on top of the cage and throws him off the cage through like the announce table or something like he did to Kevin Owens at Extreme Rules, I think. And technically that would make Shane McMahon the winner, so Braun Strowman would lose and Shane would win, but Braun Strowman would be left standing tall. Or Braun will just grab him and power slam him and throw him around, and eventually Braun will win. And I think it's going to be the second option. I think Braun Strowman is definitely winning this match. The storyline was awful, but the match is going to be good. So I'm looking forward to seeing Shane McMahon get thrown around like a rag doll. But yeah, my final prediction is Braun Strowman. Then after that, we've got The Miz and John Morrison versus Bad Bunny and Damian Priest in a tag team match. And this is so obvious who's going to win. Obviously, it's going to be Miz and Morrison. No, I'm just kidding. It's going to be Bad Bunny and Damian Priest because Damian Priest is going to fight the whole match, and then Bad Bunny will come in and probably hit the final move and win. And by the way, I actually like Bad Bunny. Everyone else hates him, but I don't really have a problem with him. It's not that big of a deal. But yeah, so my prediction is Bad Bunny and Damian Priest win the match, and John Morrison and The Miz lose at WrestleMania. And then for the main event of the show, we've got Bianca Belair, the Royal Rumble winner, versus Sasha Banks. And there's been this whole thing about who should main event, Sasha and Bianca or Bobby and Drew. And I think it should be Sasha and Bianca. One, because Drew McIntyre and Bobby Lashley, they can get the first entrance and they get a big pop and stuff. And two, Bianca won the Royal Rumble, so doesn't that make her main event? And we even have 2 nights of WrestleMania now, so now both Royal Rumble winners can main event one night of WrestleMania. So it fits perfectly. Bianca main events night 1, Edge main events night 2. But yeah, so I think this is going to be the main event of the show. And my prediction is going to be Bianca Belair. I think Bianca Belair is ready for the title. She's been really good on SmackDown recently. She's probably the biggest women's star on SmackDown besides Sasha Banks. And I'm glad they're pushing her. They made her win the Royal Rumble from entry number 3, so obviously they have hope in her. So I think Bianca Belair is going to win the SmackDown Women's Championship from Sasha Banks, and maybe after the match they'll like shake hands and stuff, and maybe they can become friends again or something. Maybe we can get a rematch at Money in the Bank or whatever. But my prediction is Sasha Banks will lose the SmackDown Women's Championship, and Bianca Belair is your new champion at WrestleMania. So since I predicted Naomi would win on night 1 with Lana, obviously that means this match will be Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler versus Naomi and Lana for the Tag Team Championships, where Lana and Naomi are going to win and finally get the titles and finally overcome the bully of Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler. It's basically going to be Lana's moment, but Naomi's just there too so that she could have the Tag Team Championships. But yeah, I think Nia Jax is going to win and Naomi will win, and Nia Jax will lose. Boo! And then after that, we've got Matt Riddle, the United States Champion, versus Sheamus for the United States Championship, where I think this is going to be a really good match, and they're both going to be hitting each other really hard and stuff, because, you know, both of them are really physical. And Matt Riddle is really good at wrestling, and so is Sheamus. Every match Sheamus has been in so far for the past, like, month and a half, ever since he turned heel on Drew McIntyre, has been a really good match. So this is going to be a good match. But I do not think Sheamus is going to win. I do think the winner will be Matt Riddle, and he will retain the United States Championship. So that is my final prediction. Matt Riddle is going to retain the United States Championship, and Sheamus will come up short at WrestleMania 37. Then after that, we've got Rhea Ripley versus Asuka for the Raw Women's Championship. And the build-up for this match was not good. That's all I got to say about it, is it was not good. But I do think that the winner of the match is going to be Rhea Ripley. I do think Rhea Ripley will win the Raw Women's Championship from Asuka at WrestleMania. So sadly, Asuka has to lose another WrestleMania. But at the same time, it's okay because it's Rhea Ripley. If it was Charlotte, I wouldn't be happy. But it's Rhea Ripley, and I really like Rhea Ripley. So my prediction is Rhea Ripley will become the Raw Women's Champion at WrestleMania. Next up, we've got KO, Kevin Owens versus Sami Zayn, who's probably going to have his own cameraman there. And Logan Paul will be there at WrestleMania with Sami Zayn. And even though Logan Paul's there, I don't think it's going to matter. Kevin Owens is going to win this match. I think Sami Zayn's going to go for a haluva kick or something, get hit with a stunner, maybe a pop-up powerbomb. Kevin Owens, either way, is walking out of WrestleMania with a W against Sami Zayn. The question is, though, will Logan Paul cost Sami Zayn the match? And the other question is, will Kevin Owens jump off something? Like last year, he jumped off the WrestleMania sign. This year, will he jump off the pirate ship? Will he jump off anything? We don't know. But it's leaning towards no, because it's not a no disqualification match or anything. This is a normal match. Reminder, I'm recording this the day before Thursday, so SmackDown hasn't happened yet, so they haven't made this a no disqualification match or anything yet. But if they do, expect Kevin Owens to jump off the pirate ship. But my prediction is Kevin Owens. Then we've got Big E versus Apollo Crews for the Intercontinental Championship in a Nigerian drum fight, where I do think that Apollo Crews will somehow beat Big E. I know WWE is a big fan of Big E, but this match is in Apollo Crews' favor. He's a heel now. I think he's definitely going to use some cheating advantage to win. And who knows, maybe Big E will go on to chase the Universal Championship or something. But I do think Apollo Crews will become the new Intercontinental Champion. And if not, I won't be mad because I like Big E and Apollo. So either way, I'm happy with the outcome. But my prediction is that Apollo Crews will become the new Intercontinental Champion. And then after that, we have got Bray Wyatt, The Fiend, and Alexa Bliss versus Randy Orton in a normal match. It's not a Firefly Funhouse match, not a Firefly Inferno match, not a Falls Count Anywhere match, not a red light match, nothing like that. Just a regular match. And there's rumors going around that The Fiend might destroy Randy Orton. And even if that wasn't going around, I would still choose The Fiend. I think The Fiend, Bray Wyatt, is going to beat Randy Orton at WrestleMania. And yeah, obviously, are they gonna make the new zombie Fiend lose? I don't think so. Maybe to Goldberg, but not to Randy Orton. Yeah, The Fiend is winning this matchup. And then we've got the main event. We've got the Royal Rumble winner Edge versus the leader of the Yes Movement, Daniel Bryan, versus the Universal Champion, the head of the table, the Tribal Chief, Roman Reigns, in the main event of WrestleMania 37 Night 2. And, so, at first I thought it was going to be Roman Reigns was going to win against Edge, but then they added Daniel Bryan. So now there's three things that could happen. One, Roman Reigns wins the match and pins either Edge or Daniel Bryan. Two, Edge pins Daniel Bryan and wins the match. Or three, Daniel Bryan pins Edge or makes Edge tap out, or Roman Reigns and wins the title. Do I think Daniel Bryan's going to win the match? No. Do I think Roman Reigns is going to win the match? Maybe. But my prediction is Edge. Let me tell you why. So there was rumors a while ago that Roman Reigns was expected to have like a 300-day title reign. I don't know how long his reign is, but it's not been 300 days. It's been like maybe 230 or something, but it has not been 300. But they wouldn't just add Daniel Bryan in the match for no reason. Because if they're going to have Edge pin Roman Reigns, they could just do that in a one-on-one match. But they don't want to make Roman Reigns look weak. So Daniel Bryan is in here only to get pinned. That's literally the only reason Daniel Bryan's in here. Which makes me think that Edge is going to pin Daniel Bryan, so Edge will become the new Universal Champion. So, after saying all that, my prediction is Edge. Edge will be the new Universal Champion at WrestleMania. That is my prediction. I think he's going to hit Roman Reigns with a spear, take him out of the equation, or Daniel Bryan hits Roman Reigns with a knee. Either way, Roman Reigns will be taken out of the equation. Then, bam, spear by Edge, maybe a second one. 1, 2, 3. Edge is the new Universal Champion at WrestleMania. Alright guys, so those were my predictions for WrestleMania 37. If you agree with them, if you agree with them, leave a comment down below, letting me know what your predictions are. And yeah. And after WrestleMania happens, come back to this video and comment down below how many of your predictions you actually got right. I think there's a total of 14 matches. And, yeah, but these are all my predictions. All the winners that I predicted. We've got, like, Drew McIntyre, Edge, The Fiend, AJ, Braun, Bianca, Naomi, Rhea, Cesaro. But, yeah, these are my predictions for WrestleMania 37. I will see you guys in the next video. Make sure you hit the like button and subscribe. Turn on the post notifications. And I'll see you in the next video. Peace out.